Good evening, my dearly departed friends, and welcome back to our hardcore Remnant from Hell run. Last time, we got our coveted Ashen Mangrove. And today, what we're going to try and do is we're going to get at least the petrified bone, which will increase our rot damage and give us the lifesteal. And I'm not sure what other ring we're gonna go for. Maybe Bogo's ring to try for the pretty much endless mag. We definitely need to get the spirit conduit, because that'll increase the time that our maybe we could do Burden of the Lucid Dreamer. I still don't quite understand how that ring works. I've even watched a video on it, but I still don't understand it. It doesn't quite make sense to me. We need to get more iron and more luminite crystals. It would also let our dog stick around for a little bit longer, which would be good because the dog really helps us out. Though we will have to swap the dog for a more ranged option because he is a melee attacker when we get to Ixalis. I think I might go for that stagger ring. I think it was the oxide charm. Hey, what's up, Magnus? Yeah, thank you for waiting, because Bahamut gets a little scary at times. And we're going to have to do that one a couple of times today. At least 10 to get the charm and the ring that we want. Potentially a couple more times just to get another ring that could be beneficial. Oh, yeah. This one's a good farm spot. It gives us just enough room to spawn Bahamut without triggering the elite. And then we can kind of kite him back to where it's safer to fight him without triggering the elite. Because again, triggering the elites mid-boss fight, not fun. Really, really not fun. That's what's caused us a lot of trouble in previous fights. Is when we spawn the elite mid-battle. Or aggro the elite mid-battle, I should say. What have we got? 1,000? What do we got traits-wise? No trait points yet. Alright, will do. You have a good meal. Ooh, there's scrap in there. Yeah, you're good. Don't worry. It's all good with me. Even if we do get the elite pulled, we still have a decent area to fight Bahamut in. So the spike is part of the Ashen Mangrove's kind of repertoire. The spike is a large splinter, kind of like the Devastator's giant spike that fires from the weapon. It deals 108 damage and has 100% additional stagger damage. And it weakens the target's rot resistance by 15 for 15 seconds, which in turn makes the Ashen Mangrove's damage a lot higher. Because the Ashen Mangrove does just straight rot damage. As you can see down here, it's a lever action shotgun with fair spread that deals rot damage. Oh yeah, no, the rot resist lowering is great. And it pairs with the item that we're trying to get right now very well. Actually, both of the items. Because what we're going to get is we're going to get the Spirit Conduit, which increases the duration of status effects, as well as our mod time limit. Meaning things like our dogs stay around longer, and then the rot resistance actually lasts longer than the 15 seconds. And then with the petrified bone, it increases our rot damage by 20%, and 3% of all rot damage we deal is returned to us as HP. So it's a vampiric build, which is pretty fun. And it works really, really well. So we need at least that ring and that pendant. And then there's another ring that attacks on armored sections deal 3 times the stagger damage, which might be beneficial, given that we are going with a shotgun build and we're not really utilizing weak spot as heavily. Because we don't have the precision strike capability of like the sniper rifle or the hunting rifle. We also need to work on getting as many weapons as we can get our hands on. This is the Wailing Tree, right? I just got to double check and make sure. Yeah, that is. So hopefully we get Junktown again. Big dragon. I will say this though, if we get the Ent, we may be in for some hurt. Because the Ent is a rot inducer. If we get Bahamut, we're practically set. And honestly, we can always re-roll if we need to. Yeah. Yeah, the Ent has a lot of rot resist, whereas Singe has more fire resist. So we really want Singe for our first boss. Yeah, there's a couple of bosses that'll do that here. Singe is one of them. No, I will say, we may not be as cooked because the Ent is a relatively easy boss. Gorefist. Oh, Gorefist's arena sucks. It's so small and enclosed. It's terrible. Oh, Twisted Mask. Yeah. Yeah, that'd do it. Yeah, I'm looking to get Twisted Mask because I need the bark skin trait so that I can actually make the hunter's armor a little more viable. Because that boosts our armor effectiveness. It's so good. In my first playthrough, I got bark skin and I was like, oh, wow. And I was running the hunter kit, and I eventually moved to the slayer kit, but I was started with the hunter kit with the sniper rifle. Well, the sniper rifle as soon as I got to the church and cleared that area. Yeah, we've gotten, what, Barkskin twice during all of our attempts, and both times we wasted it. Like, really badly as well. I actually posted, I think, both times as shorts. It was a gift squandered and wasted luck, I think. Because we got a really lucky run earlier. Like, I think it was like last stream or 2 streams ago. Where we got both Wailing Tree and Junktown without having to reroll. And then I think we died in the subway tunnels. Which really, really sucked. But no, Barkskin's one of the best traits out there. Apart from Kingslayer and Executioner. Oh yeah, no, Tormentor's going to be really good as well. That's one of the ones that I do want to try and get. And with any luck, I should be able to get it from just killing Bahamut. Or at least killing a lot of these enemies. Because it's what? Just apply a status effect 100 times. We've already done it at least 12. No, we haven't. We didn't get status effect stuff until we got this. So we've already at least applied it to one enemy. What? 4 times? Well, and we've applied it at least 3 or 4 times per run, so 4 times 4, that's 16 already. At least getting the handling trait is going to be a little easier, because that one's just get 10 ranged weapons, and we're already 6, 7, 8. So what the heck? 3, 7. We're already at 7, so we just need 3 more ranged weapons. Yeah, I do. I have both DLCs for this game. What's the wisdom trait again? It's ringing a bell, but I can't think of what it actually does right now. Elemental damage. Yeah. Yes. You are right about that. Yeah, that will boost us. Hold on. Let me... Complete Ward Prime. Oh. And I really don't... Yeah, but I mean, every little bit helps. I mean, as long... Because there's no bosses right away in that area. You just have to be fucking careful in there. And those guys do a shit ton of damage. And we're on hard mode, and I've already had some trouble with hard mode enemies in there. Plus, I'm doing it solo. Eesh. Yeah. Well, I'll think about it. It would be really good to get.
Who's next?
Definitely want to at least get the petrified bone first, so that we have the health coming back to us. Before we go in there. I would like to maybe get handling as well. But if we do that, we would have to... we'd have to re-roll this anyways if we don't get the bosses we want. I'm just a tad bit nervous doing it this early, because I usually prefer to have a fully stacked character before going in there. But who knows? If we go in there at this low gear score, it could be a slight bit easier than we're used to. Yep, armor piercer will happen naturally, and it's happened before. And that's one that I will be utilizing. Once we fill out our health and our stamina a little bit more, Elder Knowledge is what we're going to be kind of pushing into. We'll probably throw Invoker as well, because we'll probably be making use of our summons quite a bit. And Invoker, that one also just happens naturally from the amount of times I've summoned my dog. Yeah, it makes sense because that one probably helps a lot with the DPS. It keeps all the damage consistent because it doesn't reduce your armored damage. Oh, I hit the dog with the spike. Sorry, buddies. Yeah, I think I'm gonna, with this particular run, I don't care how repetitive things get. I'm going to take it a lot slower and build up a lot of my traits first, so that I have a little bit more defense and weight behind my kit. Especially with the modded everything, and it's on hardcore. Ugh. Like I've seen a lot of the people that do the hardcore. They're like, oh yeah, just do all of the, all of the ones that you can get in what is it, in adventure mode, and then just do the campaign for the ones that you have to do for story bosses. I'm just sitting here like, yeah, I mean, you guys are basically just doing a rush build, and I'm not good at rush builds. All right, one more for the extra damage. And we'll go get that, and then we can start working on the spirit conduit. Yeah, we've already lost a couple of runs just to me kind of rushing into things a little bit. Though, I'm still proud that one life that we had, we got all the way to Corsus before we lost. And that was with the hunting rifle, which wasn't a bad setup if you were doing vanilla, but oh, Darkest Dungeon is good. I haven't played it yet, but I have a friend who absolutely loves. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Yeah. There's so many good lines in Darkest Dungeon. One of these days I may end up having to get Darkest Dungeon and actually playing it. Because it is a really good game and it's got some really good lines in it. As well as just the lore and the designs. Ooh, that's fun. Yeah. This channel is probably going to end up becoming a Souls-like and a rogue-like, as well as just straight up just doing challenge runs, because I've been watching a lot of challenge run content and stuff. Occasionally we might jump into Scum every here and there. Because I've been kind of feeling that itch from watching all the Rust videos I watch, but I won't play Rust. I prefer Scum anyways. Oh yeah, no. RNG is a bitch. Dude, yeah, Scum is so good. Like, I've had so much fun playing Scum with the homies. It's like Rust and DayZ had a baby and pooped out a fucking phenomenal game. And those aren't my words. That's one of my other homies that I play Scum with's game words. That's how he describes it. I do wish the base building, like, was a little bit better. But I understand that, I guess, apparently the base... According to some of the stuff that I've seen anyways, it was never supposed to have the base building stuff. They just kind of slapped it in there. But despite that, it does have some decent base building, and you can do some really nice things with it. It's just unfortunate that as of late, they've removed the ability to build in caves. I guess cave bases were too strong. Dude, and they just had an update that added one of the things that I was really hoping that there would be in Scum. And that's camo walls. Now, it doesn't quite work the way that I would like it to, so I'll have to, like, work on designing bases around the way that it works. But there's now camo netting walls and camo netting roofs. You'll have to build like a honeycomb layer basically of camo netting for it to work. But that's kind of the way it works in Scum now. I kind of wish it was a little more like Rust's camo nets where you could like put them on the walls, but I'll take what I can get, honestly. I'll just have to do some base designing. I've actually been designing a base for a specific monument area that I want to build. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, is once I've got a little bit more room and I'm done with some of the games that I have currently, I may load up Scum for a little bit, because I haven't played it in a while. And when I've played a wipe, I've never actually completed a wipe. I would actually like to finish out a wipe one of these days and actually like get some decent stuff. Like I want to go all the way up to fucking Radtown and actually do the nuclear power plant monument. And actually get some good loot out of that, and actually have a decent built base. Okay. Petrified bone. And then how much do we need to upgrade the shotgun again?
I'm not in the mood for chat.
I don't care if you want to chat or not. I'm not here for you. I'm here for rigs. We need 4. We need 9 more. Yeah. Ever since they added the camo netting, I've been kind of trying to figure out how I want to build a base, and I think I may have a base that I might be able to build. We've only got 7. Damn. I guess I'll just buy your whole stock for now, and hopefully you'll restock at some point. God, I really need some more iron. I need like what, 2 more bits of iron now? Yeah, I just need 2 more bits of iron.
So long.
Yeah, the fun part is going to be trying to figure out how to fully 100 skills in the game. We cannot level about. Ooh, okay, that's fun. I feel ya on that. Get a single primary skill to 100 at... Yeah, that's rough. That sounds... Yeah, you potentially could if you plan it out properly. Because you could get some skills that are over 95 by the time that you get 1 to 100, so you can see if that actually sticks. All three will have, yeah, all three will have to level it at once, yeah. Which sounds like a challenge in and of itself. But I wish you the best of luck in that. I believe you can do it. In fact, we will be doing a challenge run of some sort here once we get some space. Different leveling speeds? Yeah. They also have different leveling requirements too. Which makes things a bit challenging. No! Dang it, Rocco! We are gonna do a Mad Max challenge run. And right now I'm in the process of testing out how rough it's gonna be, and so far it's not terrible. But we are going to do a shirtless max run. Meaning that, yes, I know we start with one of the shirts all automatically equipped, but as soon as we can change it to where he has no sort of damage reduction equipment on, we are not putting any armor on max. His vehicles, on the other hand, will kind of have to do armor on the vehicles, which is why we're calling it a shirtless instead of an armorless. Because you do, like, some of the archangels do require certain armor bits. And honestly, I would rather have a armored up car and then have the soft squishy max. Makes it fun when we have to get into melee combat. Which we have to do quite a bit. Because we will be taking down every camp. We will be bringing every region down to 0% Scrotus Legion in the area. So we will have to fight in melee combat quite often. Yeah, Scabrous Scrotus. It's Scrotus, not Scrotum. It's an S instead of an M. But yes, you heard that right. Scabrous Scrotus. Yeah. I mean, it's if I remember correctly, Mad Max is an M-rated game. And that makes sense because there's a lot of blood and fighting and violence and some of the food source comes from dead bodies, i.e. maggot. You're eating maggots off of corpses at some times. But yeah, no, that's the main big bad of Mad Max is Scabrous. And there's some really funny named like top dogs or just characters in general. Like there was one today as I was clearing minefields One of them is there's a scrap side quest you can get. And as you come up to this minefield, you'll get a guy, one of the survivors, kind of talking to you. He's like, hey, don't come in here. There's mines. My buddy Pube Tube's already got himself blown up. And I'm just like, is that really what the dude's name was? Like, there's some wild names in Mad Max. It's a game from a time where people weren't afraid to be controversial and have some really dark topics and themes in their games. Dang it, dog. Usually you're a great help, but so far you've been getting in the way of my... What are you doing, doggo? Don't go fighting it. We'll go fight some of that later. Absolutely. I mean, I don't know if you were here for my Surge stream the other night, but we hit the dark section of the game. Because once you get to the executive forum, that's when you find out that things, I mean, yes, as you're going through the game, you do realize that things aren't always what they seem, but we hit the really dark section of the game. I don't know how much you know about the Surge, but there is a door that you can get through. Okay, yeah. The green screen room. The green screen room is the darkest section of the game. Yeah, it's really, really unfortunate because the way that Don is as the spokesperson throughout the entirety of the game, he's telling you all this stuff, but then you're also thinking it's like, well, that's all BS. Like, you know, oh yeah, the whole like vacation in VR, like why would you ever want to leave? And it's like, that's a little sketchy sounding. And then, you know, come to find out he was more or less kind of coerced into propagating these lies. Where he kind of like, he did it half willingly and also kind of unwillingly, and he felt guilty about it. Like, I felt bad for the guy. I really did. Yep, exactly. That's exactly what it was. Is at first he kind of believed in Creo, and then as things started to unravel, he had already propagated enough of the lies to where he felt he didn't have a choice but to continue. Oh, cool. We actually got it to spawn just right here. Nice. Yeah. So we're going to finish Surge on Wednesday, and depending on how long it takes us to finish the final area of the game, we will be beginning Surge 2 and attempting to get our main weapon, which means we will probably be doing a couple of reruns of the first area in case we die against the enemy that drops our weapon, because you only get one chance per playthrough to get that weapon. Otherwise, he despawns from that area and you can't do it again unless you restart your playthrough. And that's Brother Truman. We're going to be getting Brother Truman's staff. I have a thing for the staves in the game. They're my favorite weapon by far. They work so well. And honestly, I think they're the best weapon in the game. Yeah, come a little closer. Okay. One more and we can buy Spirit Conduit. Which in turn will make our status effects last longer and our dog last longer. So we've got extra 20%, extra 20% range and weak spots. So we've got 40% total increased damage. We've got the crit chance for a little bit until we can find something a little better. Okay, once we get this one, we get Spirit Conduit, which will increase stuff for status effects. Dude, Spirit Conduit mixed with the Splinter mod, yo, that's actually gonna work really well. That's gonna really increase the duration of the rot damage buff. Yeah, let's go get the Spirit Conduit first. And then we can start making our way through the rest of the map a little bit. Actually, I think I do want to grab the Oxide Charm, because that might actually... I think the Oxide Charm's the one that gives us the increased stagger against armored sections. Yeah, okay. Oxide Charm is stagger against armored. We'll swap it out for the recoil band.
Hey, traveler.
Oh, cool. You've got some more.
Take care then.
We'll buy that for now, so we can at least put one more level into the shotgun. What's our... No, we're at level 5 on the trench coat.
Anything you need? What do you need?
That requires forged iron, so we can't do anything with that yet. Okay, and then we need 20 more iron next.
So long.
Yep, so now we should have... Yep, mod duration is now increased by 25%, and status effect duration is increased by 50. Which means our rot damage status effect lasts longer, and our dog lasts longer. Meaning it's much easier to get both up and running. Plus, starting out as the ex-cultist, our mod power generation is a little bit faster. You drop anything good, Rocky? Oh, he did. Some scrap. Yeah, once we get bark skin, we are going to re-roll just so that we can get mud tooth, because we need mud tooth for the tonic and the stew to give us the boost in health. So we will have to do the first boss of Earth a couple of times. We'll probably have to do a couple of re-rolls so that we can get Shroud. But then once we get past that, we're kind of SOL on anything else. So hopefully we'll have enough trait power to combat what we're up against. Eventually I will need to start putting a lot of levels into Elder Knowledge, because that's going to help us boost our stats even higher and faster. But I definitely needed the health to try and be boosted at first, and then we're gonna have to boost stamina eventually. We're not doing too terrible on stamina right now, so... Come on, you silly little dragon. Get over here. Good boy. You did a very good job against Bahamut. think I'm also going to want to dump a bunch of points into World Walker as well to make stamina consumption less of a problem. Because that stamina consumption does hurt a little bit. At least I'm pretty sure that's what World Walker does. And that one you don't get until you step foot on ROM. No, definitely not a right away need.
Who's next?
No, the one we really need to get is Handling and Tormentor, as well as Armor Piercer. Those are the three we really need to get. So I'll probably spend some time dumping some status effects into some enemies here once we get all the rings. We just gotta do Bahamut 3 more times. And of course, Bark Skin is the one we need the most. Bark Skin is a must for Hunter Armor, because the Hunter Armor is some of the weaker armor in the game. So that will up our armor effectiveness quite a bit and make us a little tankier when it comes to the later fights. Because that's part of our problem, is we were taking so many hits. And that's half the reason I decided to go with this Vamp build. Is because in the fight against the Unclean One, we were taking a ton of hits and weren't able to heal at all because it took so long for us to heal. Which I guess the glutton trait would also be a good one. The faster consumable speed. So that we can actually heal a bit faster. Okay, 2 more times. And on that third time, or on that last time, we're going to continue past and start trying to clear out some more of that map and see if we can find Junktown. Because if we can get Junktown, that's going to be really good for us, because then that means we can get Barkskin. But that's only if Gorefist is not our first boss. If he is, we're going to have to re-roll until we get Wailing Tree and Shroud. But that also is dependent on if we can get Junktown in this map. If not, we're gonna have to re-roll anyways so that we can get it. Which will be nice because that'll give us at least one free trait point with a Tome of Knowledge. Because we'll find at least one Tome of Knowledge out and about in the world while we're running around. Which is going to be real good for us. Actually, no. After the... We'll have to kill Bahamut an extra time. Because we're going to need to go back and get the Oxide Charm. Because I think I want to grab that before we progress further on. Because that'll help, especially once we get Armor Piercer as well. Hitting armor, we're going to stagger them a lot easier, and we're going to be hurting them really bad because we'll get 20% damage increased against armor. That's... For a shotgun build, that sounds pretty decent to me. Come on, buddy boy, just a little closer. Okay, one more and then we can get the oxide charm. And that would actually help a lot against things like Gorefist and the Root Brutes, because those guys are armored up. And very scary. Okay. Alright. Once we get this one, we can go get oxide. And then we'll check and see how much more iron what's her name has. Because once we can get 20 bits of iron... Actually, maybe we should hold off on buying iron from her. Because we might be able to get some on a reroll if we have to reroll. Plus, we're going to go further after we get oxide, so we may not have to. I just bought it in that moment because I really needed the extra damage against Bahamut. I do want to see how fast our health chunks up now. Might be by a nice amount. There we go. Oh yeah, and the armored stagger is going to be really good for Rom with the big brutes with the helmets. Yeah, those dudes. Yeah. Rom is a really, really rough location. However, it has some of the most interesting bosses, in my opinion, I'll say. It is a very steep jump. Very much so. I will agree with that. Okay, we give Oxide Charm a try. All right, time to go around and start clearing our way through Earth a little bit. See what areas we can get. How much stagger damage we can do.
Who's next?
Like, one of my favorite bosses on ROM is one of the harder bosses, the Harrow. The Harrow is such a cool boss design. Like, I love him. He's fun. He sucks to fight, and he's definitely one of the more difficult bosses. But he is a very cool boss design. Very scary. Just the way he's supposed to be. I think there's still one weapon we can technically buy from Riggs, maybe? I'll have to go and check. Dude, that vampire was just getting pushed back. That 3x stagger damage is nice. Oh, there's a hole there. A little bit more iron. No. Okay, so far no root brutes. That's fine. Decent damage even at range. We doing good. Just take things easy. We don't want to rush it. We are getting a bunch more iron, which is good. As that is a necessary upgrade material for us right now. Got some more iron. Hey, all right, we're halfway to the next level up. One hit potential of this weapon is really nice. Nothing too crazy over there yet.
It's over.
Whatever that was sounded a little beefy. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. It's got me worried that there's an elite up here. Did so much damage that it freaking just melted him. It applied the status effect and just melted him. And it's not even a damage over time status effect. It's just a defense debuff. Does not look like we're getting Junktown on this roll, which means we'll probably have to re-roll. Which is fine. I'm fine with that. Yeah, I know. It happened so fast, I really kind of hope it counted as a status effect application. Then again, we were getting a bunch of applications against Bahamut, so I'm not too concerned. Yes, that's where you get the Twisted Mask from. And we kind of need it to get Bark Skin. It's a requirement. Yeah. Junktown's the one with the Mad Merchant. That you have to kill to get the Twisted Mask. So that you can talk to the tree instead of fighting the wave onslaught. Because you do the wave onslaught, you get the Twisted Idol, which is a pendant, if I remember correctly. Again, it's been a minute since I've done all of the things, like all the events in this game. So, I mean, honestly, if we wanted to, we could do Twisted Idol, but we're not even going to use it because we've got our pendant that we're going to be using for the rest of time, which is our petrified bone. Because it gives us the health on damage. Okay, cool. We've got our next level up as well for the weapon, which means we've got a bunch more damage and more health coming in per shot. I wonder who the boss down here is going to be anyways, so we'll just go check it out. It's either going to be Gore or Shroud, and we're about to find out. Let's see. Of course it's Shroud. Of course. It's the one boss we really needed. Yeah, we're gonna go back and we're gonna do the reroll so that we can try and get Junktown. We're gonna lose out on some of the loot. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I just go through until I get to the boss room and then come back and do the reroll so that we can at least get the loot and stuff that's down there? That would probably, honestly, I think that would be the best option, so that we can actually get the loot and stuff and the potential trait book that's down there, plus any of the XP. Yeah, we'll run until we get to the boss room, and then we'll do the reroll so that we can try and get Junktown. But real quick, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go get some water. So, yeah, that's just what I was thinking, Magnus. So I'm gonna grab some water, and then we'll go do that. Okay.
Smell.
Dude, this shotgun makes the swordsman so easy, it's ridiculous. Yeah, free trait point. We'll take that. It's a good thing we did this. Plus all the iron we're getting is going to be really good for upgrading.
It's over.
Okay, 2 more levels and we'll have maxed out the health. Which is right where we want to be health-wise.
That was rough.
Make sure there's no loot down in here first. Okay, nothing. Alright, time for that reroll. And we're also going to upgrade our shotgun real quick. Because we have the ability to... We got a ton of
I'm not in
iron
the mood for
Oh,
that.
and a
traveler.
bunch of scrap.
Let's see what I've got.
Okay, so now we just need forged iron. Okay.
Take care, my friend.
And we've upgraded the SMG.
Keep
So,
moving.
oh, I should have checked to see if he's got any other guns we can
Good to
buy
see you again. Certainly.
to try and get us close. No, he does not.
Be safe out there.
Yeah? All right then.
I mean, this gun looks kind of cool. And it would put us one
Done here?
closer. We're now doing 137. First shot. Oh, there's a hole there. Alright, there's an archer down there. Root, and we'll be able to check the armor test. Probably shouldn't have wasted the status effect on him. Oh, that's okay. So that's boss. Hey, exploiter. Which is also pretty good. I forgot exploiter is also a really good one. That's the weakness exploit one. So weak spot damage does more damage. Alright, let's go back and pick up the scrap.
It's over. Who's next?
Hey, Junktown, everybody. We got it. Right, so we'll clear Junktown and then we'll go do Sunken Passage till we get to the boss room. And then we're just gonna re-roll until we get the Wailing Tree and Shroud.
Smell. Quiet. Where'd you come from? What do you hurt him? No, don't hurt him. Don't know him. Don't wanna. No. I got nothing. Can't trade nothing. Voices. It's the voices. I can't. The destroyer. He see. Forget. The oak's watching, huh? It's always watching. 1,000 eyes, mouths whispering, waiting. Whisper. No, I found nothing, saw nothing, hear nothing. But whispers. You gotta go. Don't wanna. Don't you make me. Don't ask again. No.
Seems like luck is on our side for now. That can all change at the snap of a finger, though. Oh, he moved and I completely missed. Just chunking away at their health.
Who's next?
Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck if you've ever been a lady to begin with. Luck be a lady tonight. Well, there's that trick point. I'm gonna start pumping it into the Tome of Knowledge. Or into the Elder Knowledge so we can level up faster.
over. Ooh, that was rough.
Time it actually gave me the oil skin tonic without giving me a hard time. Nice. Okay, well that's not Wailing Tree, so we don't really need to push all that much further. I'd rather not waste the... I mean, it's not a waste because we're getting loot and potential extra trait points, but I really would like to try and get... Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. Because it's extra trait points, which we need. It's extra loot. It's extra chances to get the other traits we need. Might as well just use our time to bulk up. Because we could get a couple of the side areas that give us other weapons, which would be really good. Swordsman. Swordsman and a vampire. And Bahamut. Well, there's an item back there that we can use. It's a quest item, I believe. Not a ton of ammo, but it'll be okay for now, I guess. What'd we get? What'd we get? Strange coin. I don't remember what we do with the strange coin. Coin with an image of a woman's face on both sides. There are some folks who might see a coin like this as a mistake. Others might find it charming. Some might even think it lucky. Hey, Magnus, if you're still here, do you remember what the strange coin is for?
What's that smell?
Ooh, we're starting to get some forged iron now. Nice.
Ooh, that was rough. Crap!
Ah, that's Reggie's.
Ooh, that was rough.
Aha. Cult of the Root.
What's that smell? Deliver us from evil. Deliver us from ourselves. You here to commune with the root? Come on then, listen. Anywhere you look, humans kill each other. Feed off each other like dogs. We're lost, stranger. The root came to save us from ourselves. The path is narrow. Most will die. But those predestined will live forever in the root's embrace, like the root mother. Then I die with the rest. The root will live on. We had our chance, stranger. Thousands of years on this world, and what did we do? Just devised fancier ways to murder. It's the root's turn now. They'll clean this world of our filth and take the worthy with them into the future. You doubt me? I see it. Here, take this. See what the root offers to those who serve its cause. I await your sovereign mercy.
Forged iron now. We can do some upgrades. We'll probably upgrade the armor first, honestly. We could definitely use the defense boost. Because we do enough damage as is. We just need we need to be a little more tanky. $6K in scrap. I think almost 7. Yeah, almost 7K in scrap. It's pretty decent for this early on. Especially how expensive things will get later on. Oh, we got Mudtooth. That's not what we need right now. Alright, we're just gonna keep re-rolling until we get what we want. We aren't doing too bad. We're on max health and we're starting to get some of our other traits kind of filled out here. Of course, they followed me home again.
Oh, it's over.
Oh, real quick, let's go talk to Reggie so we can do the tarnished ring.
Greetings, friend. What can I do you for? Certainly. Ward 13. What can't I tell you? Well, a lot, actually. The place is as old as teeth. The ward's been here since the world fell. Took on by Commander Andrew Ford. May he dream in peace. Story goes the other wards were overrun. But not this one. Oh, no, not this one. Oh, I don't like to gossip, but you twist my arm. The cave's rough around the edges. I reckon she don't mind the company here. Briggs, he'd give you the shirt off his back if you asked. Poe, don't have much experience, but he's keen to do right by the war. Ace is friendly enough. She keeps her cards close to her chest. Juanes, poor boy. He's just settling in. Damn shame, losing his brother. We'll do our best by him. But that's a thread not easily tied. Oh, hey, not much to tell about old Reggie. My story is like so many out there. Loss, hunger, fear, and by Providence, I found my way here. The last bastion of kindness and light. Searching my life. Before this place is like reaching through an endless fog. I do remember a ring I wore once. My greatest treasure. The last remnant of an old tale. But it's lost now. Like so many memories.
Okay, I figured out, and that's actually good that we got that.
Damn fine leader. Granddaughter of the founder for it. She's seen us through some hard times. She might not admit it, but she's done some fine work with the hand she was dealt. Oh, hey, not much to tell about old Reggie. My story is like so many. And by Providence, searching my life. I do remember a ring I wore once. But it's... anything else you need? Keep your head up.
I have the ring, though. I don't? Oh, was it because we re-rolled? Dang, I should have given those items up first. Oh, man. I didn't realize that... Oops. I didn't realize that that killed the quest items because we kept the Ward 13 and the Master Key and the Ward Key. So I just thought we'd keep those ones Dang. Oh, well. It is what it is. I guess those, because those ones are guaranteed you keep them. We lost out on a revolver. Damn. Well, is what it is. Try again next time, I guess. Oops. That really sucks, because we could have gotten an extra weapon that would have counted towards our progress for, Because if we gave the strange coin to Ace, we would have gotten a revolver. I should have just done it. I should have just done those quests first. Damn. Live and learn. Live and learn. All right, well, we've got the wailing tree. Dude, I'm disappointed in myself. I should have just I should have figured that those would have been reset on the reroll because they're random drops from out in the world. That's painful a little bit. I'm half hoping we can find the strange coin again. But the chances of us finding it again are slim to none. Alright, next time we get a quest item like that, we need to look it up, figure out who we give it to before we reroll. That way we don't waste good items that could give us an edge. Oh, we got Junktown again.
Stop it. I don't know. No. 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 Voices. I can't. The destroyer. The Oak's watching, huh? It's always watching 1,000. No. Don't wanna. No.
Free XP. Free XP is always nice. But yeah, no, we could have gotten a Magnum revolver, and that might have been fun to play around with. Hey, at least the items that we already have give us extra scrap. Because we can always use scrap. We didn't even fully explore back in there. Let's go up there. We might not get another quest item, but it's worth a shot to look. You'll never find anything if you don't look. Oh, we can't even get back there because that's on the other side of the wall, I think. Yeah, that's on the other side of the map. We can't even get in there yet. What am I thinking? All right, let's go see if this is the Shroud fight. It is not.
Ugh, that smell.
Time for a reroll. And that's the barricade wall. So back. I know we could be missing out on potentially getting the coin again, but actually, you know what? Let's just go take a look. Let's go take a look. Extra XP and extra stuff. Slow and steady. Stop rushing for the next boss. There's 2 elites over there, one of which is a swordsman. I'm gonna grab this Tome of Knowledge. Because those are always good to have. Because that's just free trait points.
Oh. It's over.
And if we can max out our Elder Knowledge, then we can just start boosting our Stamina and Exploiter and Summon damage, and eventually we'll get freaking Tormentor. The game really just likes to give me Bahamut and not any of the other potential open world bosses, huh? Then again, other open world bosses could, well, I mean, I do get Veil sometimes in this. Oh, sweet. Free weapon still. Wait. Hold on. Nope, we already got the hunting pistol. Dang, never mind. Oh well, free XP.
Who's there? Best step away, stranger. Oh, hell. Right as rain. Here. Don't mind leaving. Mind your feet, though.
Ugh, that smell.
Also some free upgrade materials that'll get us ready for later sections of the game. Is the big tanky dude was just an illusion then? Oh, that's cool. So if you find something you already have, it increases its level for free. That's nice. It means I don't have to pay for some of the upgrades for that anymore. If we go on a hunting pistol shotgun swap build. Alright, looks like Wailing Tree again, which is good. We just gotta hope that we get Shroud as the boss. Dog again. Yeah, we got 10k scrap. We're doing okay on scrap. Just running low on ammo is all. Alright, time for another reroll. But at least we're getting plenty of XP. We're almost fully maxed on Elder Knowledge, which is good. Because that means we can start maxing out the other skills a lot faster. How many? We got 3 of those. That's the wall. All right, hold on. We're gonna go re-roll. You know what? I'll just push through. Actually, you know, hold on. Yeah, we'll just push through until I finish stream. I can do it. Shroud.
What's that smell?
You really don't like to give me Shroud game, do you? All right, well, I think we're gonna leave it off for there for well, you know what? Nah. We can do one more. We can do one more. If we get Wailing Tree again. And that's the wall. All right, we'll at least see if we can get Wailing Tree again, and then I think that's where we'll leave it. And that's not it. That's Mudtooth. We don't need Mudtooth right now. We need him later. Okay, come on. Give us Wailing Tree, and then next time we'll see if we get Shroud. Give us the Wailing. Okay, cool. We've got the Wailing Tree. All right, so we will leave it at that for today. So I thank you all so much for joining me on this hunting journey as we work on getting our build sorted, which I think we have a fairly decent build going right now. We're doing a lot of stagger damage. We're doing a lot of damage in general. So I think we've got a really good build set up here. So once again, I thank all of you for joining me, and for those of you that stuck around to the very end, thank you very much. You guys are the reason that I can keep doing this. Wednesday, we're going to finish off Surge 1, and if we have time, we'll get started with Surge 2 and work on trying to get Brother Truman's staff. Friday, we'll be finishing playthrough number 2 of Lords of the Fallen and beginning our final playthrough for the Umbral ending. And then once that's finished, we will be going into Steel Rising, which is another Souls-like that a friend of mine recommended to me. And so we will be giving that one a try. We are going to go and raid Susykins, who's also playing Remnant from the Ashes. It looks like they're on Earth currently. So with that being said, once again, I thank you all for joining me. And would you kindly have a good evening?